Well, last week it was all about stopping Matthew Pavlich, and Ben Rutten did an outstanding job at that. This week the task is a little bit bigger. We've got Buddy Franklin, we've got Jared Ruffhead and Cyril Rioli running around there. Rhett Biglan's former Crow. How are the Crows going to get that job done?
Well, it was a team effort last week. Hats off to Ben Rutten. Was brilliant with his speed, his endurance and also his one-on-one contest. They were fantastic. He got some help though from Brent Riley. Luke Thompson did a great job. It'll be the same thing again. It'll be a team up against Buddy. It won't be a one-on-one. I reckon Truck will get him closer to goal. Further up the field, I think Luke Thompson will go with him because of his speed and the way he turns around. They'll need Brent Riley dropping off, getting across the whole back line. Michael Dowdy's a great third man up as well, so it'll be a team versus Buddy.
Two very good midfields here. Sam Mitchell's one that I get my eye on all the time the Hawks play. He wins such good inside ball and his supply to the runners on the outside's outstanding. Do you run someone with him or do you just go head-to-head?
Well, last time Thompson and Mitchell went head-to-head and it was unbelievable to watch. I reckon it'll happen again. They'll go head-to-head. It'll come down to who puts the most scoreboard pressure on. Thompson loves going forward and kicking a goal. Sammy Mitchell does the same thing. So I don't think they'll run with Mitch. They'll run with Dangerfield. Hawthorn will definitely. They'll have a look at Brad Sewell as well, making sure that they have an arm across him at all stoppages because his movement is brilliant. He gets some fantastic clearance work. So he's the key, Sewell. He gets it out to Sammy Mitchell who runs with the footy. If you can shut down Sewell at the stoppage, make sure you've got an arm across him, it goes a long way to winning that contested footy.
What about the Hawks' defence? It's the only real chink in their armour, you think. Schoenmaker's back there and also Gibson. How do the Crows stretch that defence?
Yeah, so the ball's got to come in quick. With Gibson, he loves the one-on-one contest. He's really good at bringing the ball to ground. If they can get a speed of movement through the Adelaide midfield and get that inside 50 quicker, it makes a huge difference because Taylor Walker and Tippett love getting it out in front of them. If you put it on their head too often, which happened with big Tippo last week, put it on his head, he'll bring it to ground for you, but he won't get the goal. So you need to put it out in front. The boys will do that this week. The MCG, plenty of open spaces, Corey.
What about the MCG? How's that going to affect the Crows? Do they like playing there, or will they be happy and comfortable playing there?
Oh, they love it. They love it. Big stage, big afternoon, whole of Australia watching, and a big fast track. They're predicting dry conditions as well. They'll love it. It'll be an open, free-flowing game as well. There'll be some pretty big contests, as there was against Sydney. Some really big body clashes, but no fears for Adelaide whatsoever.
Taylor Walker was outstanding last week. We know that. Kurt Tippett's still struggling a little bit. We've got to talk about him. What are your thoughts on Kurt Tippett and how's he going to strike back?
It's just his ball. It's just the ball movement going in for Adelaide. Okay, they put it on his head too often last week and didn't give him the chances he needed. He's always going to have a third man dropping off against him as well, which makes it really difficult. So he needs to get a few on the lead. If he gets a couple on the lead early, breaks that space in between his opponent and gets out in front, he'll be hard to stop. So I reckon he's just his movement. He's got terrific back and goes going at the moment. We need to use him up on the lead.
What about your tip? Your tip was pretty good last week. Who are you tipping in this one?
Well, I'm a massive Crow supporter, thinking about heading over for the week after, but I reckon Hawthorn will win it by 10 to 12.
Let's hope you're wrong. Cheers. Thanks for your time, mate. Good luck to the Crows. Let's hope they can get over the line and make the grand final.